Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Ever since the rearrest of Nnamdi Kanu and the trial in Nigeria, the Directorate of Indigenous People of Biafra (IPOB) had come and asked for calm in every quarter, so that they can see how things play out and ensure that true justice and no harm comes to the leader. Of course, some other persons under IPOB, not the Directorate now, but on staunch member of IPB, are insisting that the opposite should have been the case. They should have organized international rallies all over the world or globally to show that they are grieved over the abduction, quote and unquote, of their leader. But as we speak, the lawyer, the legal counsel, defense counsel of Nnamdi Kanu, days back had cried out that he had no access to his clients. But as we speak, the lawyer Ejiofor has decided to speak concerning the state health status and the state of Nnamdi Kanu, what transpired between the time of his transit and up till as at the time of filing this report. All this you're going to get the full gist. But before we do all this and much more, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel if you have not done so already. But if you have, God bless you. Keep it date with us. But if you haven't, please click on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, Mr. Ejiofor, the lawyer to the battle leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, that's IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has stated that his client needs urgent medical attention. Ejiofor, in a statement made available on Friday, revealed that Kanu was tortured and subjected to inhumane treatment by security agents. He added that his client is currently suffering from a heart ailment that requires urgent medical treatment. My God. My client, Nnamdi Kanu, I'm quoting him now. My client, Nnamdi Kanu, was actually abducted by the accursed Kenyan Special Police Force on the 18th of June 2021 at the international airport and consequently taken to an undisclosed residence under dehumanizing conditions. He was tortured and subjected to all forms of inhuman treatment, which worsened his health condition. He was illegally detained for 8 good days in Kenya before being transferred to their Nigerian counterpart. He was purportedly investigated on a bogus charge while in their custody, ostensibly awaiting to be handed over after their findings proved him innocent of all these spurious allegations. The letter beckoned on their Nigerian counterparts to take over. Kenyan government was deeply involved in the abduction, detention, and ill treatment of my client before the illegal handover to their Nigerian counterpart. A scan of his heart showed that the heart has enlarged by 13% due to the dehumanizing treatment meted to him. My God. There will be need for immediate proper medical examination and attention for him. Nnamdi Kanu conveyed his goodwill message to all IPOB, that's Indigenous People of Biafra, family members worldwide, and crave for their own relentless prayers. We are going back to court for the needful. Other details cannot be entertained here. His fortified legal team will address these infractions at the proper forum as we progress. Other details on our legal strategy may not be made public. Jesus, this is serious. And that quickly reminds me of Zag too. I think he has also issues of health problem. At some point, Shitty Group also talked about medical attention being given to their leader. All right. So let's look at this objectively before we begin to look at what Nigerians are saying. A lot of opinions have been flying here and there, but let's look at this with an open heart or open mind objectively now. Hours ago, the Kenyan government said they were not involved. All right, but the good thing about this whole thing is the fact that all parties are still alive and breathing. Okay, at the initial stage, the legal counsel said the DSS didn't give him access to his client, but eventually, when he applied, they didn't give it, but eventually they granted it to him because it's actually part of his legal rights anyway. Now he has been granted that interview or that audience with the findings. Yes, you can deny, you can accept, but there's always two sides to the story. The Kenyan government said they're not involved, they're not even aware that such a thing took place. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now saying the opposite, telling his legal counsel, okay, Ejiofor, that that isn't the truth, that he was dehumanized, he was treated, he was tortured, that during that torture and all that, it aggravated his health condition before he was handed over to the Nigerian counterpart. So all that brings to an end, the tail end of that conspiracy theories that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was lured in Brazil, or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was found in Ethiopia, in Addis Ababa, and all that. That brings that to a stop. So that means the African country was actually Kenya. All right. He is saying that not just only he didn't just go to Kenya, but he was also, caught, detained, and then tortured. Okay, but the government is saying they're not aware. The government of Kenya is saying they're not aware. Don't also forget that during the press briefings of the federal government, Abubakar Malami and Lai Mohammed were conscious of their press release. That they didn't mention the a country where they intercepted Nnamdi Kanu, but they did say he was intercepted, and through collaborative intelligence report, they were able to repatriate him back to Nigeria to continue with his trial. Now, the Igbo British leaders, Igbo British lawyers have been saying that no harm should come to him. They will eventually drag Kenyan government to ICC over, the role they played. This is not is getting a bit cumbersome. A professor of a professor of international relations with specialty in crime management, I think he's a Yoruba man from the southwest, said something quite unique when I listened to him. He said caution must be applied here, and due to the large followership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he would have advised that this is the best time to open up the window period, the window of negotiation, window of listening to the voice and cries of those who are agitating. Now find out why they're agitating, and so that this is Professor talking now, so that we can find a way around keeping the unity of Nigeria in one piece. But if we go by this, that he's just giving that he doesn't have access to, but he's just giving his own 1/4 suggestion that in days like this, because of the large followership, that he would have advised for there to be a roundtable discussion. All right, I for one, I would have preferred that too. And let's negotiate. Everybody, okay. Igboho is on one side, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is on one side, Shegume and the bandits is on one side, Boko Haram is on another side, and the South Avengers militants is on one side, Fulani Herdsmen, Fulani militia is on another side, ISWAP is on another side. Nigeria is so complex, so combative with insecurity that any form that you see you can reduce the tension, take it with both hands, okay, so that we can see how we can reduce the tension that is really ravaging the country. I guess that's going to wrap it up. It's now left to the government to take their final decision. They are actually at the hands of affair, but any wrong move definitely may cause the country to go up in flames. But we'll only pray for wisdom on the part of all of our leaders. Let's